Turkey Al-Sheikh has been speaking with Charlie Parsons on the stomping ground. This is what he had to say. Part of it was interesting because he says he's desperate to make an AJ versus Fury fight.
Joshua, if he win, he will wait the result. I think he will wait for the result of Tyson and Usyk. This is the big fight, and everyone wait for it. If Tyson win, that's mean we must see Joshua Tyson.
Yes, we have to, right?
Yeah.
Is that,
If
in your opinion, the biggest fight in boxing?
one of the big fight in boxing, you're right. All the people want to see it.
Yeah.
Even if they lost before, it doesn't mean everyone want to see it, right?
If we see Anthony Joshua win, and if Tyson Fury was to lose the rematch against Alexander Usyk, could we still see Joshua against Fury?
I will tell you the clear answers.
Yeah.
First of all, if Usyk win, he deserve to choose big fights, this will be his right?
Yeah.
If he choose Joshua and Joshua accepts, we want to do this fight, okay? And still, in the same time, we want to see Tyson and Joshua, and let's see Tyson in this night, what he will do. If he still want to fight and give us in the 21 of December great fight, for sure we want to see him against Joshua. Will be huge for the fan and for the boxing.
That interview, and it was a long one as well. They spoke about so many different things, but let's get to the AJ versus Fury fight. I like his passion because he's like all of us. He's like all fighting fans, especially the Brits. We've all been desperate to see AJ versus Fury for the past 5 or 6 years, and we've been so close a couple of times. I mean, in the lead up to Fury versus Wilder 3, we felt like we got it. I remember Tyson Fury jumping on his Instagram saying it's been made, it's happening. So we've been so close a couple of times. And we're so close again. The problem being Alexander Usyk. The problem being Daniel Dubois. I'm not so keen on the fight if both lose. I understand, but if both lose, it's kind of lost something for me. If both win, I feel like we're going to have the best two heavyweights going at each other. If both lose, I'm like, I don't know. It's not what I was sold. It's not. It's almost a wish version of what I wanted, and I'm not that keen on it.
It'd be a massive travesty for Anthony Joshua because he will then not have fought Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder in this era, and that's heinous, frankly.
It's unacceptable.
It is. It's heinous in terms of how can a sport be run like that, where a guy who's clearly at the top of the tree. It's like Djokovic not ever playing tennis against Federer or Nadal, frankly. I mean, I know it's different. I'm making that analogy in terms of the big names not fighting each other. And it is annoyingly and irritatingly, it's a possibility. You can't force people to fight, but he's right to press that fight. Not only has he been pressing it, Eddie Hearn's been pressing it. Anthony Joshua's been pressing it, even though Joshua's been pressing buttons on Fury a little bit and getting into him and saying, yeah, I'll fight Usyk for a third time. I'd love that. And Usyk responding, they're all trying to play with Fury's head a little bit. But Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn have been saying that fight needs to happen as well. It's the biggest boxing match in the world. It's the richest boxing match we will ever experience on these shores. Now,
if they win, or even if they lose?
Well, right now is what I'm saying. It is. And I was about to say that it's not going to do 4.3 million buys like Pacquiao and Mayweather. It's not going to do 4.1 million buys like Mayweather and McGregor. But it probably could come in third or fourth of all time. 2.4, something like that. 3 million, 2.8 million, something like that. It could be very, very big. Oscar De La Hoya and Mayweather's there, of course. Mayweather has the top four of all four, of course, extraordinary. I think fifth is Holyfield and Mike Tyson, I think.
Yeah.
It's the biggest fight to be made in the world right now. It's bigger than Tank Davis and Checker Stevenson, Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis and Devin Haney. It's bigger than Bivol and Beterbiev, which is a trade fight. It's bigger.
Bigger than Crawford Canelo.
Yeah, it's bigger than Crawford and Canelo. It's bigger. It's bigger. It's heavyweights for a start.
But it's only bigger if they win.
Yeah, but exactly. It's only bigger. It's still bigger than Crawford and Canelo. It's bigger than Canelo and Benavidez. It's big if they both win and they both go into this huge British bragging rights fight to define who, in a sense, is the number one of the era. Now, and we say that because if Fury beats Usyk, he returns to the top of the tree again. If Joshua beats Dubois, he's beaten the young pretender, who's really on the way up. And then, if Joshua beats Fury in that fight and has a trilogy with Usyk, he can be the number one of the era.
See, this is that's the problem for AJ. AJ don't become.
He's got to win
AJ needs
times.
two. Yeah, AJ. Yeah, exactly. AJ's got to have a hat trick here. But Fury's just got to get rid of AJ.
But it's possible, Eddie. But it's possible.
It is possible.
Because AJ's got 3 to 5 fights left in him. I don't think Usyk. I think Usyk's got 2 left in him, and Fury's got 2 left in him. I think that's it.
Yeah, no, agreed. And look, I mean, you sold it well there, especially for the American listeners and viewers who maybe don't fully understand the size of an AJ Fury card. People understand us. This fight would sell out Wembley, and I'm talking 100,000 seats, so 10,000 on the carpet as well, in about a minute. Like, if both of them were to come through their fights and look good, so everyone knows, oh my God, we are seeing 2 guys still very much at the top of the table, top of their careers, it would sell out just like that. And I'm with Gareth. It does over 2 million pay-per-view buys. Where it falls in that 2 million, I don't know. But it's the only thing here that would compete and take over football, and it would be front page news. That's how big that fight is here. Yeah, front, back, everything. Yeah, everything, right? I mean, this is what you do, Gareth, for a living. Front, middle, and back. I mean, they will be everywhere. They'll be plastered on every TV station, radio program. I mean, they'll be on the sides of double-decker buses. Honestly, it would stop the country. So I can understand Turkey's excitement. Again, my concern. But for me, all the excitement I have is if they both win. Because if they don't both win, then it's not front, back, and middle. It isn't plastered on the top of buses. They don't do the rounds on TV stations. So it's very important they get the job done. Good luck to both, because I really do want to see it. And again, like you said at the top, Gareth, it would be a travesty if AJ's career is all wrapped and done and it doesn't include Wilder, which it won't, and it doesn't include Fury.
I genuinely think it's egregious of the sport, and it's a sad reflection on where the sport is if it can't be done. And the problem is we've waited for so long. They're both at the tail end of their careers. They're both earning extraordinary amounts of money. If they both needed loads of money still, then that fight would be doable as well, because it's even foreseeable. Like you say, if both men get knocked out, it's the 2 losing semi-finalists fighting for the bronze medal, isn't it, in the Olympics? So, it's
and who watches those matches?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Mum and dad and grandparents, So it's or maybe Oscar De La Hoya and Holly Sanders while they're singing at home, having a little fun.
Yeah, maybe.